like the differences between like vibrato and whatnot. A lot of people think like a bend is like a vibrato on an electric when it's really not.
No,
and like on the nylon, what we have here is like a very like basic vibrato. You know, sounds good, it sounds clean. But the electric vibrato, would you mind demonstrating that for us a little bit?
Yeah. So vibrato is something I like to talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Because one thing that kills me is when you hear like a cool run or a cool lick, and you hear this really nasty vibrato. It's like sounds like that, and it's just like, oh, it just like kills the whole thing. I like to think of vibrato as like a voice, where like a voice doesn't just like bang and explodes. Usually there's a nice
shape to it.
Yeah, there's a nice shape to it. There's more of a roundness to a good voice, right? Because obviously there's people who can sing and people who can't sing well. But yeah, like vibrato, I like to first I guess I'll go and talk about how I like the vibrato and on an electric and the difference between
Like a nylon.
a classical guitar. You know.
Oh, whoops, sorry about that.
Bro, it happens, man, even to me. It happens to everybody. It just happened to me now. So the way I like the vibrato, the sound, is, as I mentioned, it has a nice shape to it, nice roundness to it. So you know, there's like, you see how it just ties things together. It's just like a nice hill. It's a nice bridge. But when, like, if I was to play something like something cool or like, I don't know, similar to what I just played, like it just kind of just like makes it sound really bad at the end. Now if I go.
So I really like that because like you added the bend, you were like the ba, and then you had a vibrato on the next embellishment. Yeah. It's like there's like a difference between those, and like a lot of people they're like that you do like a quick bend, like if you do like a. I guess we're moving horizontally, but according to the string would be like vertically. But we'll just it's like this way. But then when you do it like that on like electric, you actually get the same
I feel
effect almost, but it's different.
Yeah, so like in classical guitar, you know, we move, I guess you can say side to side this way. I'm exaggerating the movement, you know, for the sake of people who don't play classical guitar to see. But because if I were to do it on an electric, you can't really hear it so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I'll demonstrate it. But the way it's done on classical guitar is...
Exactly.
You know, which when you're playing an acoustic instrument sounds really nice, especially when you're doing a full chord. If I were to do it on this with a whole bunch of distortion and gain, you wouldn't hear it shit. So there's no point in demonstrating it. But on a classical guitar, if you're playing, let's say, a whole big, you know, major chord, shake it, sounds great. Especially if you're on the lower parts of the neck where there's a little bit more resonance, a little bit more body or oomph, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
With electric guitar, the way I developed the vibrato is like I want to hear the note first. There doesn't necessarily always have to be a bend to it, but I want to hear the note first. I want to hear. Right? So that's I hear the note. And then you shake. Then you shake a little bit. So See, you hear the note first, and then you push and pull, and you give people like a nice round shape. I guess is the right word, shape to the note. I think vibrato. You know, when I was first starting out, I remember this guy made a comment on a video I posted on YouTube like 18 years ago maybe. And he's like, you play good, but what makes a good guitar player is not the fact that you can play fast. It's the fact that you can execute all those little nuances well, such as vibrato, the palm muting, the pick attack, the accents,
sweeping, all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people can do that, and that's sweep picking is not as hard.
Like the rake picking and like
it's
flat
not
picking.
as hard as people make it sound. Nowadays, everybody fucking does it. Like you have kids that are like 9 years old who make me look like an amateur doing it, so they're just like, whatever. But it's all those little things. It's all those little things that you would think don't really constitute as like an amazing guitar player, such as vibrato. Something so simple as like learning how to shake the string a certain way.
Yeah.
I think that's I've heard so many people that I love the way that they play until that happens, and then I'm like, it's just like a letdown. It's just like a fucking. It is. It's like a fucking letdown. It's like, wow, it's such a cool run, and then I'm like,
all right, man.
It's just not. Yeah, it's just not enjoyable anymore. So vibrato, I think, is something that more people should talk about because it's just the little things that make it more pleasant to hear.
Absolutely. Well, dude, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, guys, this is Gooz. As you know, he plays in many bands. Thank you. He's endorsed by BC Rich guitarist DeMarzio.
Wearing the shirt.
Yes, he is.
Repping my hood, repping my set.
He's playing a BC Rich guitar today.
Always.
He's also endorsed by DeMarzio pickups, PV amps, which you were playing on a PV amp today, right?
That's right. I'm playing with my original block letter, 5150. I don't know if you guys got that in the shop, but we can get that in the shot. I'm sure they've seen it before. AMM
amplified and FU tone. He's classical guitarist who is quite the electric player as well, and like he's just talking about like the differences of our same instrument, but the textures that we can get about that, and just band life versus all of that stuff, and the classical life. It was so good. So thank you guys. I'm Chris again here from ECGM. We were joined with Gooz. We have Mike from Starbone Studios here as well with us today as well, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody. All right.
Yo, take care, man. Peace.
Yeah.